you know the phrase that says you're one step away? It actually happened to me in that journey because I was about to give up. Hello, what's up everyone? This is Yogirlmariam back with another video. I hope y'all are doing good. So I'm going to do my nails in today's video. I'm also gonna give you guys a short story time on how I got my nail art license in Korea. I'm not gonna lie, I feel really wonderful talking about it, but if only just one person watch my video and feel inspired and feel motivated to carry on, I think it will be worth it. So first thing first, I want to show you guys what I'm gonna do. My nails are pretty short and I'm not thinking to do any extensions because of my work. I want to look clean. I'm just gonna do a gel paint and some cute designs. Lavender and white, that's what I'm planning to do. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm doing on my nails first, and then I'll start my story. So I'm gonna start with my nail care. This is cuticle remover. And I'm gonna use the pusher. So yeah, it started when I was in the last year of my high school, and in Gyeongju City I made a new friend and she was doing nail art, this getting license thingy, and that's how I got introduced to nail art. And I told my dad that after finishing my high school exams I want to be a nail art technician, and my dad said of course, but there was a condition. He said if you want to do a nail art course, be like a professional nail art technician, get a license. And I thought, how hard it's gonna be? A spoiler alert, it was hard. Then we started like looking for nail art schools, and the city I was living in, there were not many nail art schools, so I decided to go to my mom's place because she lived in Busan, and Busan have like more nail art institutes. I picked this one school that was in Seoul. Seoul is like a downtown in Busan, and I decided to enroll in that institute. And after like 2 months I started going to that institute. At first it wasn't that hard. I was new to it and it was interesting. We started learning about the exam that we take, that's like for the nail tech license. So now I'm just gonna take the nipper and start cutting my cuticles. I have to like really focus on this right now. Anyways, where was I? No one told me that like about the exam. Even my friend, she didn't say anything to me about the exam. She said she sometimes go to her academy to practice for her exam, and she told me that she was doing it for like 3 years. So I started taking the class. I was the only mixed Korean in my class, and I was the youngest in my class. Taking the classes were like easy because she was teaching us about the skills, and to be honest, my Korean was not that good at that time. It was like in 2021. Although I could speak, but my vocabulary, my reading, my writing was not that good. And this license thingy was like a whole new level of Korean because there were other vocabulary that even the Koreans never heard of. And because I never studied in Korea, I mean I did, but it was just for like a year, and I was in 4th grade, and I did like the rest of my education in Pakistan. Now although I am Korean, I kind of felt ashamed and like less of a Korean because of that, but you know, everything is okay now. So I started taking my exams. There are 2 types of exams in Korea if you're planning to be a nail tech. First one is pilgi. Pilgi means the theoretical test, and then is shilgi. Shilgi is the practical test. Pilgi, I failed like 9 times. Oh my god, I failed so many times. So it's basically done on computer. There was no option for English. It was just in Korean. Now I'm gonna file my nails. So yeah, and I used to go like twice a week. Twice a week I would just go and give that exam, and we actually had to pay for it, and my dad paid for it because I was like jobless at that time, a broke teen. Basically you go to the computer, you give the test for like 1.5 hours, and I went every single time it showed failed, 불합격, and it happened like 9 times, and the 10th time I was like, you know what, I'm not even ashamed anymore. The embarrassment from me was just gone, like it just evaporated. Although after failing, I used to feel like I'm not really talented, but I told myself maybe I'm not talented, maybe I'm not the most intelligent person, maybe I'm not just borderline intelligent, but that's okay. That doesn't mean that I cannot try to, you know, do something that I like. And that's not an excuse. So the 10th time I went there and I passed, and it said 합격. It's in green, and it's the best feeling ever. I was like, what? And I was like, Dad, I passed. I told my friends, oh my god, I passed the 필기, the theory exam. Oh my god, everyone was happy. I was like, okay, now you can just do the practical exam, and then you're gonna be done. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Guess what? Guess it. I failed in Shilgi as well. So the 필기 is just, you know, you go there, you give the exam on the computer, and you're done. But the Shilgi, the practical one, you have to prepare so much before you go to the exam. You have to prepare every single thing. Like, I'm gonna show you guys. Like this basket, like you have to take all of it. I don't know, I can't explain this, but like there are like 4 parts of that exam. So you have to, first one is, I think, care, like normal manicure. The second part is the gel manicure. Maybe it's, yeah, the second part is like the gel manicure. Third part is acrylic, and the fourth part is removing the acrylic. For every 4 parts, you have to like prepare, and you have to do it a certain way. You have to wear like clothes, it's in a certain way. You have to have your hair in a certain way, and also you have to take your model with you. So they're not gonna provide any model. You have to like take a person with you. It was just so hectic, and I did it, and I failed in that too, which was understandable because, you know what, let me show you what I did. The first part, when you have to do care, that time I'm not even kidding, my hands were like, let me show you, I was like this. And of course I messed up. I mean, I didn't cut her cuticle, but I messed up the manicure because my hands were so shaky, like this. I'm roasting my past self so bad right now, but you know, gotta tell you guys what happened there. Now that I think, I was like, why was I so stressed? Like, it's just an exam, I was not about to die. But yeah, it was my first time ever being under pressure, because one single wrong move and I'm gonna get like minus points. And I was like, you know, I failed so many times in 필기, I have to pass in this one. So yeah, I failed that exam. And I was even more sad. I failed like 5 times maybe, and you don't know how much drained I was. I also had other plans for the future. I didn't want it just to be in, you know, this nail art technician field. I also wanted to try new things, and while giving my exam I decided to move to Seoul for my studies. And I had like a month, and you only have like a year or 2 after passing your theory exam to pass the practical exam. If you don't pass your practical exam like in 1 or 2 years, you have to give your theory exam again, which was a nightmare for me, of course. So I was working so hard. Every single day I would just practice and practice. My friend, who was also giving her nail art exams for 3 years, she also booked the test with me the same day, and we both went that day. We gave our exams, and after a week the results were there, and my friend passed and I failed. I was really happy for her because she worked harder than me and she deserved it, but I also worked hard, you know. I also wanted to pass, but I didn't. So yeah, I had no other options. I went to Seoul. I told my dad that I'm gonna give my exam again in Seoul, but that just seemed impossible because I didn't had any model in Seoul. I don't know anyone in Seoul. I don't even know where to go to take that exam. I was not sure if I'm gonna give it. Luckily, I had one friend. She also moved from Busan to Seoul. She was doing her master's and she was also always busy. I was not expecting her to say yes when I asked her if she can be my model. But luckily she said yes because that day she was free. And I don't know maybe it was a sign that I should try one more time. So I booked my test and I went there and I gave my exam. I was on the bus and I was going to my school, and on my way I checked my results, and my classmate was sitting right next to me. I was like, you know, I passed the exam, I'm a nail art technician now. And she was like, oh my god, I'm so happy for you. I completely forgot about my nails. What the hell? I'm gonna put on some base gel now. My camera died and then I decided to do my nails first because I was not able to focus. I don't know if you guys can see. Back to the story. Now that I think of it, you know the phrase that says you're one step away, it actually happened to me in that journey, because I was about to give up. Like in Busan, I thought this is it, like I cannot be a nail technician anymore because I'm moving from Busan to Seoul. But one thing that I didn't realize is that it was not the end. So this is the license that I got. So yeah, it's called 자격증 in Korean. If you guys are planning to do something, just know that you're one step away. And that's it for today. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a like and also do a good deed, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!